You don't have to put that in there, right?
For what?
Bloopers. Hey guys, welcome to Freedom Homestead. I'm Tangi. I am the homemaker of this outfit, and today's video is a homemaker's tag. I was tagged a long time ago in a homemaker's tag video by Cherish over at Hope's Homestead, and here we go. There are 20 questions that she asked for all of us to answer, and if you check the description box below, you'll find all of the other channels that are participating. So here we go. Number 1, have you ever had anyone say anything negative to you about staying or working from home? No. Everyone in my family, in my friend circle have been very supportive, very understanding, and that's been great. Number 2, what is your favorite and least favorite part of staying at home and or working from home? My favorite part is all of it. I love being at home, and I think one of the reasons is because I worked outside of the home for so long, and my heart had always been at home, be at home with my children. And when my son started kindergarten, a part of me just kind of died inside because I felt like, well, now there's no reason for me to be at home, and like that ship had sailed, and you know, that opportunity was gone. But the Lord had something else in store. Both of my kids were in public school, and I was working a public job, and He just put it on my heart to bring them home and homeschool. And after I talked to my husband, and it took him several months to come to the same conclusion as me that we did need to bring them home and homeschool. So that's my favorite, is that I get to be at home after all the years of feeling guilty that I wasn't at home. My least favorite part, I don't have a least favorite part. And that's, I guess if I had to pick one, it's just the difficulty of balancing homemaker, mom, wife, homeschool mom, and work at home mom. Like, that's tough, and that's something, it's challenging every day. Some days I have really great days, and other days I have just terrible days. Number 3, what is your favorite or least favorite chore? My favorite chore, can you have a favorite chore? I guess my favorite chore would have to be the dishes, just because it's like instant gratification. Once it's done, it looks nice, and it's something that you can tell has been done. My least favorite chore is cleaning the toilets. That's a really gross job. Or scrubbing the tubs. I hate scrubbing tubs. Or the laundry. I hate folding and putting away laundry. I would rather not do that. Number 4, what time do you wake up and what time do you go to bed? I wake up early. Usually I'm awake by between 5 and 5:30. That's not necessarily the time that I get up. I usually try to be up and working by 6 o'clock in the morning. But that doesn't always happen, but I'm usually awake by 5:30. The time I go to bed, I think the appropriate question is, what time do you go to sleep at night? Because it's not the time I go to bed. I usually fall asleep on the couch anywhere between 8 and 10:30. It just depends on how my day has gone and how much energy I have. It's not a consistent answer, really. Number 5, do you put anything on in the background while you clean, work, cook? Yes. Working, no, because it's a distraction. School, usually, sometimes I will pull up on Pandora. We actually have a study classical music station that I can put it on. I don't really know that it actually makes the kids more productive, but it at least helps a little bit to calm Parker down. Parker is the more hyper hard to keep focused, hard to keep him still. So there's that. But when I cook and clean, I love to either have on YouTube or podcasts, things like that. Number 6, do you get dressed most days or stay in PJs? I get dressed most days. But usually it's
you get dressed every day.
Well, yeah, but like it's asked, like, do I get up out of the bed and then just wear what I have on the rest of the day? I get dressed most days, but it's usually I go from one set of comfortable clothes into another. Like right now, I'm wearing yoga pants, a t-shirt, and a hoodie, and that's pretty much what I wear every day. I think that's like the mom uniform, isn't it? Number 7, how often do you do your hair and makeup? Again, that's inconsistent. I would say some weeks I am feeling it, and like every day I'm getting up and I'm fixing myself and trying to look presentable for whatever reason. Other weeks I'm just like, meh, I've got other things to do. So I guess average, I know I at least put on makeup and fix myself up on Sunday, because that's when we go to church and we go out and that kind of thing. The rest of the week, maybe 2 days a week, I guess. You taking Emily driving again?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all be careful. What is your trouble zone or area in your home that needs the most help? I would say probably our master bedroom, just because that is, I mean, it stays picked up, but it really is the most neglected room of the house. I concentrate on the common areas. The kids are responsible for their own rooms. But yeah, I would say probably the master bedroom. Number 9, how often do you find yourself getting distracted? Like all the time? Like I've said, that is, yeah. Okay, so if I'm sitting here at my desk, which is in the kitchen, if there are any dirty dishes, then it's like, okay, I have to do the dirty dishes. And then if I do the dishes, then I'm thinking about supper. I'm like, oh, I need to put something in the crock pot. And then if I put something in the crock pot, that means I have to walk through the laundry room out into the deep freeze to get something out of there to put in the crock pot. And if I walk through the laundry room, that means I'm gonna see laundry, and the laundry's gonna have to get done, so then I have to put something in the washer or in the dryer. And it's a terrible cycle. And so I really, really have to put a lot of effort into not being distracted. Number 10, do you enjoy staying home or do you miss going to a job every day? I do not miss going to a job every day at all. I love what I do. Even if it's challenging some days, I absolutely love being at home. I love working from home. I love homeschooling my kids. I wish I started this years ago. Number 11, what is your never-ending chore? Laundry. I think that's it for everybody, is laundry. It never ends. 12, what is your favorite way to relax or have me time? Every evening, the kids go to bed at 9:30. That is my 15 and my 12-year-old go to bed at 9:30, because that is the time that husband and I get out the snacks and we watch our shows. And that is how he and I both unwind and connect at the end of the day. Sometimes we'll chit chat or whatever, but usually if there's like a show that we're into or binge watching on Netflix, that is what we'll do. And it's really nice, really enjoyable.
Not kids, not 9:30, 10:30.
9:30.
10.
9:30. You know better than that.
9:40.
No. This is not a negotiation. Number 13. Shh. How often does your husband chip in? He will chip in occasionally. If he sees the laundry backing up on me, he will chip in with the laundry. He actually enjoys doing laundry. So he'll do that sometimes, and then sometimes he'll surprise me. Like I'll go back in our room after he's finished getting ready for work and he's made the bed, or he's like cleared off our dresser, or things like that. But he does a lot of the grunt work around here that nobody really wants, which is funny because I mentioned that to him one time. I was like, thank you for doing all the crappy jobs that nobody wants. He's like, what are you talking about? You wash dishes and you clean up vomit, you know. He's like mentioning all the gross things that I do that he doesn't have to do. And I think it just goes back to that we work well together. I have absolutely no complaints about what he does or doesn't do at home. We have a balance, and it works for us, so he's great. When do you find time to do chores if you have kids, when do you find time to do chores? So I've been actually trying something different, and I need to make a video on this, but I have actually been trying to do all of the housework, like the dusting and the floors and the laundry and toilet scrubbing on Saturdays. And I also do my meal planning, any cooking ahead of time, just trying to get ready for the week. Wanting to start Sunday with a clean house and have my planning done and everything done and just ready to tackle the week. And so far that has actually worked really well for us. But throughout the week, I'll just, I'll stop and say, hey, Parker, you need to pick up the living room. Emily, come in here and unload the dishwasher. And just try to keep things picked up throughout the week, which will make Saturday run a lot more smoothly for me. So yeah, I think, you have to find the time, but also depending on the age of your kids, you have to settle for a certain level of cleanliness. Like when my kids were smaller, there were just some things that just weren't going to get it done. And sometimes I would just wait until something just totally grossed me out before I touched it, just because that was the season of life I was in. And I hope that's an encouragement to some of you younger moms. You just have to accept that you are in a season of life where not everything is going to get done and where everything is not going to be pristine like it once was, and that's okay. Just find your level of cleanliness that you're comfortable with and go from there. Just do what you have to do to make it work for you. Number 15, how do you balance being a homemaker and creating YouTube content? This is something I still struggle with. This is not something I have figured out yet. Honestly, since I am a YouTuber and I am a homemaker YouTuber, homemaker, homesteader YouTuber, when I do clean, I film it. And then boom, I'm killing two birds with one stone. I'm getting my house clean and I'm creating YouTube content. But because of the genre that we're in, I'm able to take the camera along with me just to do the things that I'm already doing. Like I don't have to do anything special. I'm just, sharing what I'm learning and sharing what I'm doing. So it's not that hard. It just takes a little more time because you're getting the camera set up and then editing takes time. And I'm just trying to find, sometimes I'm able to find available time throughout the day. Other days I'm just like, okay, I have to get this done. Number 16, what is your favorite room in your home and why? It's definitely the kitchen. I spend a whole lot of time in here. I put more time and effort into the cleanliness and the decoration of this room. It used to be extremely cluttered. You guys remember those days when the walls were blue, and it was a beautiful blue, and I had a lot going on here. But now that I've kind of stripped it down a little bit, it's a lot, I like it a lot better. Number 17, what is your least favorite room in your home and why? It's probably my master bathroom. We have not painted that room since we've lived here and it needs it really bad. And it's just dark and kind of depressing, so that's probably my least favorite. Number 18, do you feel your home reflects your personal style? Why or why not? Yes and no. My style kind of evolves. I really love the fixer-upper look, the Chip and Joanna Gaines look, the farmhouse style. And I also love the cabiny, mountain cabin look as well. I don't have a whole lot of either one of those going on in my house right now. So yes and no. Like, I think the color of this room is great, and I've got a few things in here that I really love, but does it look like how I want it to? Does it scream me? No, it doesn't. 19, what does your home smell like? I don't even know. I'm here all the time. I can't even tell. Usually I will have like some wax melts, and I fluctuate seasonally what they'll smell like. Like right now I've got a French vanilla candle on that burner. In the living room I have a pumpkin pie one. So usually it smells like food. Also sometimes it might smell like dog, unfortunately, and a sweaty 12-year-old boy. It's probably what my house smells like, I'm guessing. I would love to think that it smells awesome because of all the cool Grove collaborative things that I use, but I'm just gonna be honest. Pretty sure it smells like vanilla, pumpkin spice, dog, and 12-year-old boy. 20, what is your strong point and weak spot when it comes to homemaking? I think my strong point would be my intentions. My intentions are always good, always good. My weak point would be my follow through. I would say that my strong point is my want and desire for a clean home, an organized home, a home where everything runs smoothly. But my weak spot is the balance and trying to make that happen. I struggle with trying to be everything and do everything. So all the things that I want for my home do not happen because of that. So, I don't know. Like right now, there's laundry in the living room that needs to be put up. I've got clean dishes over here that need to be put away. I've got clutter on the counter over here that needs to be put up. But I did clean my house on Saturday, so toilets are clean, floors are clean, everything's been dusted and wiped down. You know, it's a constant struggle, you know. But anyway, okay, so a big thank you to Cherish for inviting me to do this Homemakers tag. Don't forget to check all of the other collaborators in this tag, which you can find their links in the description box below. I had a great time. And please join us again here at Freedom Homestead. We talk about living off the land. We talk about gardening and food preservation and homeschool and homemaking and just being a family, sharing our life, our love of liberty, and our love for each other. So be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and until next time.